Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off.
Have you found the keys to unlock your best trip? On a Trafalgar tour, you unlock more than just the world. We give you the key to let down your walls and make lifelong friends. The key to discovering hidden talents and fresh perspectives. From one-of-a-kind experiences to iconic destinations, Trafalgar gives you the keys to unlock your best self. Discover more at trafalgar.com/unlock. That's TRAFALGAR.com/unlock. Tour differently.
Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Welcome to the Think Unbroken podcast. I'm your host, Michael Unbroken, and this podcast is about helping trauma survivors let go of the past, overcome their fear, discover their identity, become the hero of their own story, and ultimately to be unbroken. Our goal in company is to bring on guests and experts in the fields of mental, physical, and psychological health to help you overcome the past, to take back your power. And in this podcast, we are unedited and unfiltered, and we're going to give it to you real so that you can start to create massive change in your life. If you're curious about learning more outside the podcast, you can get a free copy of my book, Think Unbroken, at book.thinkunbroken.com. That's book.thinkunbroken.com, where you can get a copy of my #1 best-selling book, Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma. The most important thing that you can ever do, my friends, is show up for yourself, and that's where you are today. And I appreciate you. I have massive gratitude for you. And without further ado, let's get into the show. We'll be right back to the show, but before we do, I want to take a moment and tell you about my new book, Unbroken Man, A Man's Guide to Being the Hero of Their Own Story. I sat down a few months ago and realized that there are so many men in the world that need guidance, that need support, that need to learn about trauma, removing themselves from toxic masculinity, breaking down the barriers to vulnerability, getting unstuck, and ultimately learning the tools to become the hero of their own story. Unbroken Man is available for pre-order right now if you go to men.thinkunbroken.com, where you'll also get access to over $1,000 in bonuses, including the 6-week in-depth trauma healing coaching app, which you'll get instant access to. I created Unbroken Man to be accessible to everyone around the world, but it is written for men from the guise of a man, and I hope that you will find it to be a practical tool on your healing journey in the same way that thousands of men around the world have. So check out men.thinkunbroken.com to pre-order, and until next time, be unbroken. You have the ability to manifest and to create and to build the life that you want to have. What's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well wherever you are in the world today. So recently, I was listening to one of my great friends, Stormy Wellington, speak during 10X GrowthCon in Miami. And I wrote a note to myself here as she was speaking that hit me really, really hard. And she said, "See it and speak it." And I thought about what that really means for a long time. And I think that if I'm interpreting it correctly, which I believe that I am, seeing it, whatever that it may be, is about bringing awareness to what you want in your life. And speaking it is about making it come to fruition. Seeing the life that you want to have requires that you put yourself in an optimal mindset and state to be able to bring that to reality in your head, right? What I think about all the time is like visualization. I have, through many, many different aspects and elements of my life, been able to visualize and create what I have today. And the seeing it, it's very simple. When I sit down and I write my goals and I go through visualizations, one of the things I do is I close my eyes and I paint a picture about the life that I want, about the successes that I want, about the career that I want, about the partner that I want, about the life, about the business, about the friendships, about the body, about everything that I want. And seeing it is about imagining. You know, one of the things I think is really unfortunate is how many of us as adults no longer have an imagination. And I know for a certain that is, for me, been something I've been stepping back into over the course of the last 5 years in a really intense way. And looking at this idea about imagination comes into when you're a kid. Think about when you're a child. And I know not everyone had this, and they're few and far between moments for me, but I remember occasionally having these moments as a child and thinking to myself, I actually know this thing that I want. And I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to think about it. And it used to be like having a father, right? I didn't get that. That one didn't work. And then it was about being a billionaire and like wanting a plane, like that movie Richie Rich. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but it's about this little rich kid. And I used to close my eyes and be like, that's what I want. I want to be filthy rich and have a plane and like snacks and candy all the time. And then the older I got, I was like, oh, wait a second. What I want to visualize is success and what success would mean. And that meant for a long time money. And then it started turning into health. And now it's like I close my eyes and I visualize health. Like, what does my body look like? What does my lungs and my liver and my heart, my kidneys, what do they feel like? What does my stomach feel like? What does my muscles feel like? The whole nine, right? And then it was like, I want to visualize myself on stages. I want to visualize myself winning big speaking competitions. I want to visualize myself as a New York Times best-selling author. And what I want you to think about are, what are the things you're seeing right now?
when you close your eyes and you want to visualize your future, get the fucking blocks out of the way. Whatever that wall is in front of you, get that shit out of here because it's not fucking helping you. That wall that you have that says, I can't, you got to throw that shit out. You have to throw that shit out because I know some of you right now, you're going to close your eyes and be like, I know what I want. And then boom, here's that brick. Get that shit out of here. Destroy that. You have to destroy that because you're not going to be able to create forward momentum with a fucking brick in your way, right? And so when you do that, when you get in that moment, you start to go into this place of thinking and visualizing, what I want you to do is imagine all of it. When I visualize, I imagine the sight, the smell, the taste, the air temperature, what I'm wearing, who's around me, what they're wearing, what it sounds like, what it feels like, everything. I put myself in a room that hasn't existed yet. One of the things you have to understand about the power of the mind is that you can create fucking anything that you want. You can create anything that you want.
We'll be right back to this episode of the Think Unbroken podcast in just a moment, but I wanted to invite you to come and join the Think Unbroken Discord community. If you don't know about Discord, it's being built on Web3, which is a platform that we as the users get to own. So no more Instagram or Facebook or algorithms getting in the way of you seeing and being a part of content. In the Discord channel, we're going to grow this to hundreds of thousands of community members, hopefully over time. But today it's small, it's close, it's intimate, where you'll be able to get access to live coaching with me, where you'll have chat with the Unbroken Nation community, where you can talk about a range of topics, anywhere from thinking about habits and growth mindset, goals, trauma, recovery, dating, relationships, career, accountability, business, meditation, feedback, and more. And so all you have to do is go to thinkunbroken.com/discord. That's thinkunbroken.com/discord. That's DISCORD to join the Unbroken Nation community.
And then you have to speak it. And the speaking it part is far, far more difficult for many people. Think about this. I just said I want to be on the biggest stages. I want to win huge contests. I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. I'm speaking those things into existence by doing them, by doing the little things every single day that kind of get me there a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And speaking it is twofold. One, it does feel like a little bit of accountability to me going, okay, this feels more real because I'm speaking it. The other side of it is when I speak it, it feels like I then put into the universe what I want. And if you've ever read The Alchemist, I think I talked about this book a few years ago. If you've ever read The Alchemist, there's a line in there that says something to the extent of, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. The universe is always conspiring in your favor. But the universe will only conspire in your favor if you speak the thing that you want. You have to be willing to put it into the ether. You have to be willing to put it out into the environment so that the universe can touch it. And look, you guys know me. I'm not Mr. fucking woo-woo. I'm not. You know I'm not. But I fully and firmly, unequivocally believe in the power of manifestation through intention with clarity. And that manifestation through intention with clarity will come to pass if you put in massive action. And that's where the do it part comes in. Now, doing it is literally that, showing up, doing the thing every single day. But people get caught up because they're like, look, man, I'm suffering, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I have trauma, all these bad things happen. I'm like, yo, I fucking get it. This whole fucking show is about that shit. This whole thing that we do about Think Unbroken is about that. The books are about it. The coaching is about it. The podcast is about it. The speaking is, it's all about that shit. But you got to do it anyway. You got to be willing to go and look like, yes, this trauma, it's happened to me. It's been in my way, but I'm not going to let it dictate my future. I'm not going to let my past be what keeps me from my future. I'm not going to let other people's misgivings and irresponsibility keep me from my future. And that's the key here, because when you see it in your head and you start speaking it, you're going to have to do it to make it come to fruition. And I'm a firm believer that action cures all, that action will be the very thing that you need to create the exact life that you want. And I challenge you here today to start thinking about what you want. One of the things I take my coaching clients through is we sit down and I have them go through their goals top to bottom. And then we start looking at every single possible solution to get there. People are so caught up in negativity. They're so fucking caught up in why they can't have something. And I'm always thinking about how you get it. What does it take to get that thing that you want to have? What does it take to get the life, to get the partner, to get the business, to get the career, to get the family, to get the house, to get the car, to get the mental acuity and well-being, to get the physical stature, like whatever, like what does it take? What are the solutions to get there? Because that's the doing it. So many people get caught up in the not doing it because they're always first looking for problems. But I want you to see and speak and do solutions. Go and find those things that bring power to your life, not take away, because that, my friend, is where real change starts to manifest. Because you have to manifest through intention with clarity and action. Like that is the path. So my friends, I hope that you'll take this with you. Go and step into what's next in your life. And until next time, be unbroken. I'll see you.
Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor, and when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend. We'll be right back, but I wanted to take a quick moment to tell you about the Think Unbroken 6-week trauma healing coaching program. If you go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com, you can sign up for the 6-week daily Think Unbroken Trauma Healing Coaching Program. In this program, we're going to go over the 6 principles of healing trauma, adaptation, understanding the impacts of trauma, how to become the hero of your own story, what to do next, and ultimately what it means to be unbroken. For more information about this 6-week coaching program, which you can download as an app on your phone and take with you everywhere, no matter where you are in the world, it's interactive. It's built about giving you practical tools that you can use in real time. And if you're ready for what's next in your life, go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Again, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Now let's get back to the show. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.
The biggest winner in the big game could be you, thanks to BetMGM. The King of Sportsbooks is offering new customers a chance to score $158 in bonus bets instantly. That's right, instantly. Just download the BetMGM app and sign up using bonus code Vegas58. Then place a $5 moneyline wager on the big game. You'll receive $158 in bonus bets instantly, regardless of your wager's outcome. Don't miss your opportunity to cross the goal line on the money line as pro football's top teams clash for the championship. Can't be in Vegas for the big game? Then bring the big game excitement to you with the King of Sportsbooks. BetMGM and GameSense reminds you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Iowa only. New customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF. That's 1-800-BETS-OFF.